Hey everyone, let's play some games. Today we are playing the Temple Warrior. So rank 7 is when I started facing seemingly significantly tougher competition. And I didn't win as much as I did earlier. And I especially noticed that I was starting to face a lot of really fast decks that I just had trouble keeping up with. So I decided to try and make the Warrior deck a little faster and ended up with something that's pretty close to my old Temple Warrior. Just a couple of new cards, like I'm using one Okrima Aspirant. I'm not really sure about it yet. I haven't had like so much use out of it, but there are not that many exciting free drops actually, so I decided to try this one out. Let's see, we're going second. Let's just keep another 4, okay, let's keep these 2. And hopefully we can get a 2-drop too, or like another 3-drop at least. Okay, so now we have something, turn 2, 3, 4. I could also have kept the weapon, but I like to keep the 5 Evoics more than Death's Bite. And I didn't want to keep 2 4-mana cards because we didn't have a 2-drop yet. Alright, let's end turn here. And see what happens. Hopefully he will just hero power. Not this great, but at least an Amani can trade with it. Let's play that. Evenly, I mean. But I mean, there can be all kinds of other things. Like if he plays Mustafa Battle here, he could target with the weapon, finish it off with the shield bot. Shielded Minibot is just so... Oh no! He's having the perfect start here. That's gonna be rough to come back from, but we'll see what we can do. So we got Harrison. Oh, that could be good soon. Not right now though. So we could coin out a Shredder. And that's not too bad. I mean, but it's still... Then we can follow up with another Shredder. The thing is, I'm also thinking about, do I want to play Harrison next turn? And I can only do that if I save the coin. But actually I'm not sure that's necessarily that great. Because if you play this one now, it just dies so easily. So I think I'm gonna coin out a Shredder. And hopefully we get something solid out of it. Overall though, these are trouble. Because if he's sitting on... I can't... Like the one that buffs them all up to 3/3s. We don't really have much of a way to stop him. This is where actually I would have liked like an explosive sheep to spawn. That would have been great. Now that's shielded minibot. Alright, alright. Well... Execute. Would prefer the Whirlwind, and I would definitely have used Whirlwind here. So... let's kill one of them. Alright, Avenge. Okay. Kinda expected that, but I wanted to get rid of one of them. You know, so he doesn't have as many. Now, let's play our other Shredder. And now he only has 2, so it's not too bad. And we're probably gonna end up using our Harrison for a True Silver Champion. Or an Ashbringer. A little too early for the Black Knight, unfortunately. Alright. Let's see. This one, I mean, we could play it. It's just because we don't really have anything else to play here. Things just not working out. I mean, what else are we gonna do? We can play this one. And that does not really help us whatsoever. I think we gotta play Harrison here. Just because otherwise everything else is too slow. And we need to get back into the game here. At least we do draw a card, so it's not like it's not bad. And then next turn maybe Black Knight this one. Assuming he doesn't use it to trade with stuff. Which he might. In fact, there's a fairly high chance he runs it into the Shredder, I would say. But let's see. Kills that. Well, I guess it didn't really matter. He was gonna be healed up to full regardless. I don't think he's exactly surprised that we have a variant. And I'm not surprised that he has a mad scientist. Alright, so I think we got a Black Knight here, right? I mean, this is the thing. If we can survive, we have a pretty good chance, since we have a much stronger, like bigger hand than he does. Of course, I have seen a lot of Paladins with Divine Favor, so that might not mean so much. But I'm guessing the average value of our cards is still higher than he is. Even though we are playing a Tempo Warrior now rather than a Control Warrior, we still have a fair amount of legendaries like Grommash, Dr. Boom, and of course the variant Ren. Like, for Varian in this deck, he's not so much about getting a whole bunch of big legendaries out. It's a big part of it here in this deck in particular is card draw, because it's fairly easy to run out of cards with this deck if you don't get a lot of good acolytes. Of course, this particular game we have lots of cards, so we have very little life. We do have an armor smith, but where is our whirlwind? A whirlwind is what I really need. I think to do some cleanup. You're not even gonna get any armor from this one because of the shield. But that's probably. So we do have 2 executes. I mean, we gotta kill that. We have to kill that. But then there's also the little ones. Like, what if he has the buff up for them? Oh, so many problems here. Do we... Now we need to execute armor up, that's 3 mana. We can't play that. Kill that. Kill that. And then we gather armor up, I think. We're just too low. 5. Yeah, we would have died to a true silver champion if we didn't armor up. So, we had to do it. Even though getting a Frothing Berserker out would have been nice. Alright, can we stabilize? Yes, really low on cards. He doesn't really have that much in the board. Again, I'm like sitting here waiting for a whirlwind. That's... like, where is it? Ah, that's another card that synergizes with whirlwind, but not a whirlwind. Alright, so we have an execute. I mean, we need to get... Whirlwind would be so good! Ah, okay. So if we run that into that, then execute it, then he has 2, 5, 7, and we get another armor here. So we played this. And
strike.
We just need to get rid of as much damage as possible here. And I think we have to arm off. Again, that's 5, 7, so if he has like a 2, so yep, we have to arm up. That hurts. Well, would have solved all our problems. Or even like 5 Revoax, because then we could play Death's Bite and then triggered the whirlwind effect with the other weapon. Well, I'm not so worried about him healing up. That's not the main concern here. You will get your huge heal. Oh, he is being careful. Now, I'll probably get the Death Spite out now then, so we can actually trigger a whirlwind effect next turn. So let's play Death Spite. We'll do that. And I want to get rid of one of those. And then the thing is, I kind of want to play another minion, but it's like he has 6 damage. Can we afford to not armor up this turn? 11, 5. I think it's probably safer to armor up. And yeah, okay, let's do it.
Job's done.
And then this one, they could kind of get... In case we need 6 damage with the weapon, we can play this. Like if we place that super secret guy or something. Then again, oh man. Right, so say he had like a consecration here, then we would have been dead if he didn't arm up. We might still, like, if he has something. Wait, he attacked already, right?
Reporting for duty.
Alright, that's... Well, I'm glad I armored up, but how are we gonna survive next turn? We can... that weapon... No, I wish... Well, I wish many things. Is there anything we can do here? Like, we have the potential card draw with that. I mean, we need... The only way we could survive if we drew something that could save us, right? So, we gotta play that. And... then we gotta attack the face. See if we get some kind of... I don't even think... Oh, that could work. Okay, let's play that. I'm up. End turn.
I am sorry.
Oh no. What do?
I am sorry.
Yeah, do you have like a silence or?
I am sorry.
Okay. What is that last card of yours?
Reporting for duty.
Yeah? I mean, I'm not gonna concede before you show me what it is. Oh no. Wow. That was incredibly close. But I felt like I was just getting, like I could have been saved so many ways. Alright, you're moving on here. Let's play another game. And hopefully it'll go a little better. Let's see here. Well, facing a lot of paladins and a lot of shamans and a lot of hunters. And then also some priests and mages. But yeah, people really like the paladin lately and the shamans with the totems. Alright, so here's a priest. A lot of dragon priests. I haven't had too much trouble with the priests, so that's good. So let's see, we gotta start out with that. Hopefully we can get some kind of weapon. Oh, alright. At least it's something we can play early on. So, turn. Alright, this is good, right? Because then you can always do this on turn 3, like Taskmaster execute something. I'm probably gonna play the Berserker on turn 2. Alright, fair enough. You can even get some extra card draw out of it if you want, like, but that's a pretty slow move. Like if he attacks here and then heal it up, I mean then he buffed this one up so I can kill it next turn, so I don't think he's gonna do that unless he really has nothing else. Huh, right. Well, that actually backfired because now he's not even getting that card, but of course he couldn't know we have a Taskmaster. Is this the right move? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Let's hold on to our execute. Let's save it. I mean, there might be some big dragons in our future here. Alright. Alright. I would love to have a weapon, but I guess we have to make do with an execute here. I want to keep the tempo up. I'm not gonna let go. Not versus a priest. But what I noticed lately is that these dragon priests don't seem to have too much punch late game. Like, not like the old priest, I seem to always kind of like peed out, and then like near the end he would just destroy me. But that hasn't really been my experience lately. But of course, it could also be luck related. Alright, so we got that thing. So I'm definitely not playing Harrison, right? Because then he just can use hero power on it and run that into it. That's not it. I think I don't really like this, but I think I'm just gonna play the Armor Smith and armor up. Because I don't want to use the Whirlwind here. That just seems so weak. Rather save it for something a little more substantial. And then I'm basically just hoping on killing that with the Armor Smith. Well, now I would like our Black Knight. But I guess Sylvanas will do. So let's play that.
No time for games.
Then next turn we have our Dr. Boom. Right. Okay. And you can see what I'm talking about. Like, oh, so this is different than last game. Last game we were like had so many cards, right?
Let me change your
But
mind.
in this particular game, it would probably be pretty nice to get a variant for turn 10 to refill the hand. Huh. I think we just play Dr. Boom and yeah, and I think I also want to attack this one. Or do I want to just let it stay? Nah, let's just attack. I'm not oh man, that's so many things to calculate here. I'm not even sure. There might have been some reason to not attack here, but I couldn't. Like, there's so many permutations here.
No.
Alright. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he's gonna go for the whole board clear thing. That makes sense. Unfortunately, he still has 7 mana. And our bombs hit for 1 each.
How
Boo.
many fingers do you see?
Huh. So this deck is a little different, actually. This is not like the usual priest I've seen lately. Huh. Well... what can we do here? Unfortunately, we can only really play 1 card, because I'm not really counting the Whirlwind here. This one trades terribly with that, so it's either gonna be the Harrison or the Lothep. So if you play Lothep and he has like Shadow with Death, then he could really get a big tempo. But of course you can also kill this with Shadow with Death just for 8 mana, but it would be all his mana, so he couldn't play anything else.
What now?
It's just we might want this spell effect later. But then again, he doesn't have very many cards, so I think now he's only gonna have less cards as the game progresses probably, so let's just play it now. See what he does. Have you had any weapons this game? Ah, well that
How
hurts.
many fingers do you see?
Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. How can we salvage this? Well, I think we need a Death Spite actually, and then we can kill that with a Death Spite, and then draw into Execute or something next turn. Whew. Okay, so he has way too much attack, and he could heal up, and then he gets 9, 7, 16, 19. Yeah, okay, so I think we just gotta play our taunt here. Kinda just to avoid taking as much damage. And just kinda stall a bit, hopefully we can get back into it. Well, we'll see. Well, at least we didn't take so much damage, right?
Take this time to consider your past.
Oh no! This is the worst. Well, at the same time, the best. Because I have not seen any priest decks quite like this. I mean, this is a Overcorpse priest deck I think many people thought of. But I haven't seen it in action yet. And, well, it's working out quite well for him, I would say. So, yeah. So we could run into that, and then we could Whirlwind. Then he only has that one left, but that's 9 damage with a heal, 15, 20, which means that we are basically dead. But let's see what we get out of this one. Well, it would be interesting if I had Frost Nova, but or it was like the end of your turn. But that would be so overpowered. Alright, well played. I don't think we're gonna do it here. But let's play one more game, and then hopefully at least we can get, you know, all good times free, right? Because I've actually done pretty well with this deck until I started recording. Alright, let's play a thing. Hopefully... Well, to be fair, I mean, most of the videos I've made in this season, like since the expansion, I have won almost all of the games. So I guess it is time for me to lose some. Okay, another warrior. Oh, we got our armor smith. Most warriors I've faced have been dragon warriors. I haven't tried that myself yet. Probably should. But just to kind of tend to... I have this kind of... I like to try decks that are a little different from what everyone else is playing. So it's kind of like, because a lot of people are playing the Dragon Warrior, that makes me want to play something that's not the Dragon Warrior. Just to try and be different. But, hey. Okay, so...
Armor made to
got
fit.
his armor smith out. We're gonna play our... well, what could that mean? It probably means that he has a Taskmaster. But I think... So... Well, then we could play 5e Warx here, I suppose. Because then he can't Taskmaster that way. Like, what else could he have for turn 2 that would make this make sense? I mean, he could have another Armor Smith also. Because I'm thinking, if I played this and he Taskmaster on this one, then he has a 3/3. But is he gonna run into our Armor Smith? Maybe that's okay.
What now?
Okay, you know what? Let's play our Armor Smith here, because even if he does have a Taskmaster, it doesn't kill our Armor Smith if he attacks it. So, let's see what he does. And it's just because if I attack this with 5e Warx, I don't have a Taskmaster myself to finish off his Armor Smith. So, then he just has like this... Like, if he doesn't use Taskmaster. Well, okay. Looks like we're gonna have pretty much mirrored starts here. But I mean, I could play Frauding, but then he can just kill it with these two and actually have his Armor Smith survive. So I think I would rather just kill that. Well, so far we have played the two exact same cards. Well, let's see if he has anything good here. Hopefully he doesn't, because I'm a little worried. Because we don't have a good 4-drop. Okay, he has nothing. That's fine then. So then we can just play the Frauding Berserker. Even though it's not the best turn 4 play, it's okay considering he didn't play anything on his turn 3. So then we'll just end turn. He might even override his 5e Warx for the Death's Bite here. I wouldn't be surprised to see it. But he could also run into that and then Taskmaster it to finish it off. That's another possible scenario. Of course, the best possible scenario is that he just armors up again and end turn.
What now?
Well, let's see. Looks like a Taskmaster is coming. Or Acolyte Whirlwind could also be... No, Taskmaster. Alright. Oh, we can finish that off with our weapon. I'm thinking of actually playing Acolyte here. Oh, interesting. Now, let's hold on to the Acolyte until we actually have something to activate it. So, it's just, I want something out there. So let's play this and this. Kill that. And then if we want to, we can have a 4-attack 5e Warx next turn, assuming that one survives. But can't of course be sure of that. And well, at least now we also have Windrunner. Well, I wouldn't mind Harrison Jones. That would be nice to have. Windrunner is not looking so appealing since she just dies to the weapon and that's that. Yeah, okay, so let's play Acolyte Taskmaster. I think that's probably our best move here. Oh, there's Varian. That's good. Can't play him quite yet, but I find versus Warrior, sometimes it's just whoever plays the Varian first who wins. Like if you get to that point, since he's just so powerful.
Let the pain speak to me.
Well, at least that's one less execute for a big minion.
Back to work.
It's getting awful lot of cards from that Acolyte. There's nothing we can really do about it. So yeah, how do we do this? I think we just play the 5e War Axe and a Shredder. And then we're gonna kill his Acolyte. And unfortunately, that's like the third card he gets from it, but I'll know where to stop that. I'm actually not running any silences in this deck, which I am considering heavily, but maybe I should add a silence. I mean, I used to always run with them, and I do love them. It's just so hard to fit everything in. And I'm also trying to keep the curve kind of decent, which is why I felt like I was a little low on 3-drops if I just had the Frothlings and no other 3-drops. Well, also the Acolytes, of course, but they don't really count. I guess now is the time for Sylvanas, right? Yeah. So.
What now?
Okay, so we play Sylvanas, and
I have
then
no time for games.
do we kill a bomb and that? Just to, because we don't want to steal a bomb, right? Well, we definitely kill the 2/2. And just go for the thing. Do we really want? Let's go for the fix, yeah. I mean, the thing is, if he kills that with that, I mean, then this only has 2 life left anyway, so it's not like it's that much more valuable than a bomb, for example. I don't know. At this turn, I was not sure about. I think I could probably have done this one better, but let's see. Oh, he kills that with the bombs, of course. Next turn, Shredder something, and then turn after. Oh no! No! That's the one card I definitely did not. Oh right, but we stole the 7/7. Okay, so it's not as bad, but still it's kind of bad. Like how are we gonna get rid of that? Well, I guess we just play our minions here. Go for the face. I mean, I'm even thinking of actually attacking that one, but just so it doesn't die to bomb. You know, I don't know. No, he gets it. But I mean, no. If I attack this one, it's just I want to play Rin next turn. But if I can't play Kel'Thuzad next turn and then I just play Rin, I mean, then it could end up really bad. Like, oh, Kel'Thuzad. Oh man. This is very concerning. That taunt is not what I wanted to see. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's all that back. Well, if he didn't have Kel'Thuzad, or if he didn't have the taunt, I would definitely kill Kel'Thuzad here, right? There's no doubt about it, but I think we only have one option here, and that's to play Varian and just hope things work out somehow. Oh, could have used you earlier. A taunt, okay. Right, I think we just end turn. Oh, at least he doesn't have that much... And I don't think he can really suicide the Sludge Splasher so easily here. Well, actually he can. He can just run that into that and bombs, and then he can run the Sludge Splasher into something, like the Harrison or something. Well, at least we have a decent board too. If we can just get past Kel'Thuzad and all that.
I've got the beast in myself.
Alright. What else do you got? I'm thinking. If you can somehow... we're not gonna have much left after this turn, are we? No, I don't think we are. I hope we can somehow have... the problem is... Yeah, then he's gonna kill that there. And he's gonna get them back too, and then he has like... triple taunts. Yep. That's not gonna cut it. I mean, at least we can kill Kel'Thuzad here. So that's something, but I think he's... might still have... lethal, at least pretty close to it. If you do that, so then he has 10, 11... Nah, he doesn't have lethal, so let's keep going here. Run that into that. I'll do this, and then we could... it'll... the problem is... it's true it would die to the Death Rattle, but that's the only taunt, so how are we gonna activate it? Well... I guess we just... armor up then. 10, 15... He needs... well... he could kill us if the bombs hit the face for a lot. I guess you had Gramash, right? Let's see. Oh man, all this season I have been all about predicting like my own awesome cards. This game though, it's more like I'm predicting the awesome cards for the enemy. Well, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.